everyone. Welcome to the Edgewood College podcast. My name is Fayintolo Afolayan, a sixth form student at Edgewood College, and with me I have my co-host here.
My name is Tomisin Ogunjano.
So today we are going to be talking about pretty privileges. So my first question of the day, Tomisin, what do you think pretty privilege actually is, and how women are facing it in workplace, in schools, and all around in different spaces?
Well, in my opinion, I believe that pretty privilege is like when some women actually get advantages based off like how they look, like in terms of their facial features, and it really like affects the workplace because nowadays some women believe that she only got to a particular point in the workplace or in school because of her facial features.
Yes, I would agree with you, but it might not also be just facial features. It might be generally how that person looks physically. Maybe they're attractive or like the seemingly perfect object for like the male gaze, like we've learned in sociology. Yes. So do you think pretty privilege is like harmful to society as a whole, or how do you feel about the whole situation?
I mean, yes, I do believe that it's harmful in a way because it kind of makes some girls feel like maybe they're not up to standard. For example, it's kind of like setting a beauty standard that if you're not up to this standard, you are caught up. And so that kind of hurts like women and their confidence. They will feel like, oh, what if I'm not enough? What if I don't look good enough? What if my hard work cannot take me to this particular place? So they will kind of feel sad, and it can affect like them, not only like that physical like wise, but also like mentally too.
I would agree, but I would also say that, well, it's not their fault they're pretty. It's not their fault they're attractive and they're getting these opportunities. That's just what they've been presented with, and they can make the most of it. Although it may hinder some people in some instances where some other people may be more like professionally wise with more experience to be better fit for some roles. But why not accept it? If you're in such a situation, wouldn't you just accept the promotion and everything?
I mean, sure, as you said, it's not their fault that they are pretty. It's not their fault that they look the way they do, right? And I mean, in workplaces where it's like male dominated, like for example, law is like mainly male dominated now, for example. A woman, if she gets promoted because of how she looks, of course she's going to take the opportunity, knowing that her hard work alone might not just be enough to kind of push her to where she wants to get to.
Yeah, I would agree with you as well. But I think that women in general should just make sure that they put themselves out there, because there's already that glass ceiling in the workplace, in schools, in professional environments generally. And women have to work like 10 times as hard. So they need to make sure that beyond their looks, they fight for what they need to do to get that promotion, with like getting all the like board certifications they need to, getting all the experiences, like going to school, getting their masters, getting like professional exams done, just so they can be able to get promoted and be able to achieve the heights that they want to in the workplace, because they're already like disadvantaged greatly. And I think it's important that we find ourselves in like communities generally as females, like in your different fields, whether it's in law, in finance, or in the medical space, because we need to encourage and uplift one another despite our differences in like physical appearance and whatnot.
You're right. Like we as women, we have more to bring to the table. We have more to offer than just our looks. We have our brains, we have our confidence, we have our resilience. We are more than our looks. And in a society where it's changing, like women are not more focused on the male gaze. So I think that's where the whole pretty privilege started from the male gaze. So women are more focused on achieving their career goals, are more focused on like getting to a particular place in the workplace. As you said earlier on with the glass ceiling, it's a real thing that women actually face till this day, because you can't get to a specific place. A woman cannot be like a supervisor, like because she's just a woman. Yeah, so you have a point.
Yeah. Do you feel like the pretty privileged thing is now decreasing in society, with like maybe more women becoming more like superiors in the office? So maybe women are not giving other women pretty privileges, or do you think it's only men that give pretty privileges?
Okay, yes, I do believe that pretty privileges is given to women mostly from men. But in today's society now, we have more female CEOs, so women now feel like they are able to work hard for their achievements rather than relying on their physical appearances alone.
I agree with you, and thank you so much for your contributions. And truly, there are also now women in education spaces. Like I recently heard that Dr. V. Kativu, she just got her second doctorate at the age of 25. So
Wow.
it shows that we can actually attain and be more than a pretty face. So thank you so much for listening to our podcast here today. I hope you've learned one or two things and picked up some things from this conversation. Bye-bye.
Bye.